for Hello everyone, I am Engineer Hussam and today we are going to talk about technical sketching. And as you know, for the pictorial, this is a pictorial sketch which represents a 3D object on a 2D sheet of paper by orienting the object so you can see the width, height and depth. Okay, width, height and depth. So we are representing the 3D object into 2D sheet of paper. Okay, what type of representation what type of views we have? We have three types: isometric view, oblique view and perspective view. Okay, for the perspective it has three types of perspective: 1 point perspective, only one side aligned to a point; 2 point perspective, two sides aligned to a point, matching, extended; and 3 point perspective, you have three sides aligned to a point. For the oblique view, you have one face, as you can see here. This face is completely aligned to the plane of projection. It's parallel to the plane of projection. But in this side, like let's say the right side view, should be making 45-degree angle. So we have parallel for the front view and 45-degree. For the isometric view, we have 30-degree from each side. We have 30-degree from right and 30-degree from left. So you should align the object. Part of the object, the right side of the object, make 30-degree to the right. The left side or the front view make 30-degree. I hope I made it clear, and I will explain more in detail. If you have any questions, please let me know. Write a comment or send me an email or messages, and I will be happy to help you. We have 1 point of perspective view, we have 2 points of perspective view, we have 3 points of perspective view, and I'm going to explain each one of them. Let's go back to isometric view. If you have a task and you need to draw any object, engineering object, using isometric view, what's the requirement? What you need to understand? We said we have 30-degree, 30-degree. Let me zoom a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, you have to draw vertical line and horizontal line, like this, vertical line and horizontal line, and start with line to the right, line to the left, 30-degree, 30-degree. Okay, I'll show you an example, and I will show you how to solve this example using isometric view. Okay, let's start. First, the place of this line, if you notice, it's more close to this area than this area, because I know that my object, the depth of my object is less than width. So I should make little space for depth and more space for width. Is it clear? Okay, let's start. I will assume that my object, if I didn't have dimension on my drawing, that means I should maintain the ratio at least. So I will assume that the depth is here based on the object orientation. I will draw vertical line to this one. So as you can see, I started with vertical line, horizontal line, and they are perpendicular to each other. Then I bring the protractor, I draw 30-degree to the right, 30-degree to the left. So I draw 30-degree to the right, 30-degree to the left. After that, as I said before, I choose the depth to be here this distance as per my drawing. If I have depth more, I will make it more, but since the depth is less than width, so I choose to be in this area. Okay, and I know for my object that the width is here. So my object should be in this area. Okay, the height for my object approximately here. Okay, so from this side, from this point vertex also, I will draw 30 degree, 30 degree. So connect, connect. So I have and they are parallel. From this point I have to go up, from this point I have to go to the right. Okay, I will put the protractor again. I will draw 30 degree. I will put the protractor here. I will draw 30 degree. At the intersection, this will be the place of my object. Okay, the best thing is to start with cuboid, even if your object has different shape. This is the guidance. This is the way you should start. It will make it easy for you to continue work. Okay, now for my object, the distance, it's not in the middle. I have line and the vertex starting from vertex, and the vertex is not in the middle, it's almost here. So this edge is longer than this edge. So at this point I will draw a line vertical. Okay, here also the same. This vertex start from here. From this vertex I will draw 30 degree to the right and 30 degree to the left, like this. Okay, so my object, this line and this line. Okay, similarly I will do this line until the end. So 30 degree, and this one here I should draw 30 degree also. Okay, by having this line, from here I should draw 30 degree also. And from here. Okay, so this will be my object. Okay, as you can see. Here I have cut in my object in this area, so I will make it. This area, in this case, I should choose similar distance because I see from my drawing that they are equal. So I will choose 1 centimeter, which is 10 millimeter, and 10 millimeter from here. Then I will draw 30 degree. Okay, This line is in the middle, so from the middle I will draw 30 degree. But I can start it from here, like this. Okay, as you can see, I have vertical line here, I have vertical line here, and I know that the line is starting from here. So I will do my line start from here. Okay, let's do like this. So now I will connect. Okay, also from this point I need to go to the right 30 degree. And I need here vertical line. Okay, so I will mark it in black so you can see it. I will mark it in black so you can see it here. Okay. And here we go. This is the object. As you can see, 30 degree from all sides. So I will repeat this object and I will repeat this drawing to make it an oblique view. Okay, so this has done in isometric view. Same object, I will draw it in oblique view so you can see how I can orient this object from isometric to oblique. Okay, so isometric view, and here I'll draw it on oblique view. Okay, as we said, in oblique view we should start with guidance like line and line. Okay, so one line horizontal and one line vertical. So now let's do it in oblique view. You have to start with one line horizontal, one line vertical, and first it will be much easier for me if I draw rectangle, as I told you before. So I will draw my rectangle. Okay, so this is the basic. We should start with rectangle, and at each vertex, we don't need this one. At each vertex we will draw 45 degree. As you know, for the oblique we are using 45 degree and only from one side. Okay, now the object, we'll start the object step by step. Okay, from here we'll draw line, and from here also 45 degree. Like this. Okay, 45 degree. At certain point here I should go vertical. This certain point, as I said before, if you are not giving dimension in your drawing, you have to maintain the ratio. So you assume the value, but overall ratio, width, depth, height, they should be accurate as much as possible. Okay, and from here I should draw horizontal line. From here I should draw 45 degree. So at this point I have vertical. Okay, now I will draw this slot in the middle. I will choose as an example 1.5 centimeter from this area and 1.5 centimeter from this area. I will draw vertical line. I will draw vertical line. And let's measure it as an example 1.5, 1.5, and then connect. Okay, so I have now 1 vertex, 2 vertex, this one I don't need, 3 vertex, 4 vertex, 5 vertex. From these vertex I should go 45 degree. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now the object will end here. Okay, I should draw a horizontal line. Okay, and then at the intersection I should, in this case I don't have here line because this one in the middle has to go to the right in the middle. Okay, like this. And this one here at certain distance until the intersection, and also has to go to the horizontal. Okay, let me mark it in black so you can have clear view. So here is the object. So same object in isometric, in oblique. In oblique, this angle is 45 degree. In isometric, this angle is 30 degree. But from both sides, here only one side, because the other side of the object should be aligned horizontal. Okay, this one should be horizontal, parallel to the view of projection. So I have only this one at 45 degree. Okay, I hope I made it clear for the oblique and isometric view. Okay, now for the perspective view, it will be a little bit challenging. So for perspective view, as I said before, we have 1 point of perspective, 2 point or 3 point. For 2 point of perspective, as an example, here's the horizon and here is your place. Okay, and you want to draw a simple cube. Okay, the rule, you start with vertical line like this, and then what's the distance of the depth? What's the distance of the width? Let's assume you don't have dimension and you have the depth will end here, and let's assume the width will end here. So at each point you should connect one time to the right and one time to the left. Since this is connected to the right, I have now to connect again to the left.